Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa goes down at UFC 302 on June 1st. Sean is a minus 200 favorite. Sean's coach Eric Nixick shares his prediction for the fight. Speaking to James Lynch, he said, "I think Sean can get him out of there by round 4 and round 5. I feel it definitely favors us in our durability, our pressure, and the pace that Sean is able to keep on. We see what Sean is able to do in 5 rounds. He's a gas pedal guy. He's going to stay in your face. I feel like it does favor us in a 5-rounder. There are elements that we need to address, especially in a 5-round fight. It's important to utilize a full MMA skill set. You've heard me say this time and time again with Sean. Will he listen? Probably not." Rampage Jackson believes he could have taken PEDs and gotten away with it back when he fought in Pride.
Pride, for real, I really think that if I was on something, you can easily get away with it because they wouldn't go in the bathroom with you and stuff like that. They just give you a cup and tell you, go in the bathroom. You know how silly I am. I used to always fill a cup all the way up, be spilling it over and telling them it's apple juice. I be putting it in their face, "Want some apple juice, apple juice?" I thought I was annoying them, but those guys, they loved it. They was laughing. When I went back years later to get my kicked by Fedor, I forgot all about it. And the guy gave me the cup. He said, "Oh, go get apple juice."
Anthony Smith says not only can he beat Alex Pereira in grappling, but any martial art.
I'm not 100% sure this is real, but
the 50,000.
He offered $50,000. I start on his back, both hooks in, seatbelt grip, and I got 5 minutes to finish him. If I do, he gives me 50 grand. Like we put up 50K. I would choke the shit out of him.
Out of Alex Pereira.
I would choke the shit out of Alex Pereira.
And I would make it look easy.
I don't know if I make it look easy. He probably put up a pretty good fight, but
yeah, I'll keep pushing. I saw the video, and I also thought, was that like an AI thing?
I think it was an AI thing because I seen it before and thought it was just fake bullshit. And then they keep bringing it up, and I think someone made it into made the AI video, and then I think he just ran with it because it was picking up in the media, and he's kind of a media darling. Like he's not stupid when it comes to social media and headlines and stuff like that. I think he's just running with it.
I was going to say, Anthony, but not only would you gain $50,000, you also then have a submission over the champ, which therefore not only do you have beef, not only do you have some kind of rivalry, but you also have a legitimate submission, you know,
it's not
and a case for a title shot.
That's not a terrible spot to be in, too. I just don't know that he would actually stand by that. Even just a regular grappling match, I just don't think he would. And I've never been. The craziest thing is, he's the one who brings it up all the time. I've never once challenged Alex Pereira to a grappling match. Not one time. Never. I've only ever accepted his offers. He wanted to do a grappling match. Then he wanted to do one in the gi. Now he wants me to take his back and wants to bet 50 grand that I can't finish him in 5 minutes. Those are all from him. So like I see these people are always like, well, of course he wants to do a grappling match. That's the only thing you can beat him in. I'm not the one bringing it up. Pick and choose any martial art you want. The answer is yes.
Gilbert Burns gives his take on who would win between Alex Pereira and Anthony Smith. On the Show Me the Money podcast, Gilbert says Alex's grappling is underrated, and it's harder than you'd think to actually get Alex to the ground.
Gregory is a world champion in the purple belt. His jiu-jitsu is very good, even though he likes to knock people out, but he has very good jiu-jitsu. He said, bro, Pereira is underrated on the floor. I said, bro, but at the same time, took him down. I said, no, bro, you have no idea. It's very hard. Like to actually take this guy down and out grapple and get to a submission. He's doing a lot of specific with Glover. You know, whenever, especially with the kickboxing, sometimes he get a little. I think he got a little injury right now, very minor injury. So he's grappling a lot when he doesn't have a fight. His hobby is to grappling. And Gregory said he's very good. And the guy from Argentina, another of our guys too. He won the PFL, I forgot his name. He fought
Emiliano Sordi.
Emiliano Sordi went there to spar him for this fight. And even Emiliano has his black belt in jiu-jitsu very good. Emiliano said, bro, that guy knows grappling now. He's not like, okay, anything happen, take this guy down. He says he's not that anymore. The guy is very strong and takedown defense is on point. I think they're gonna do it now. It's very easy. You got the UFC Fight Pass Invitational. These guys, they both agree to do it. I think, why not?
But do you think they should start on the back like that?
That's the
betting. Or just a regular.
That's the betting. I think they should, and I think people are gonna tune in to watch that challenge. You know.
I would.
Aljamain Sterling and Tim Welch got heated on X. It started with Marab posting this. He wrote, "I will smash O'Malley inside the cage and then smash his coach outside of the cage." Tim responded saying, "Are you that mad that I said your nose is big, brother?" Aljo fired back saying, "Bro, don't even fight anymore and be talking shit. Clout chasing. That shit might get both your cheeks clapped, you diddy. Let your fighters talk shit. You don't scrap anymore, Jimmy Neutron." Tim fired back saying, "I never talk shit. Stating facts and talking shit are different." Aljo replied, "Cap, you talked hella shit during my fight with Sean. The ref had to tell you to shut the up multiple times. I wanted to slap you in between rounds, and I regret not taking the fine for that. You should know better as a former fighter and current coach. You constantly talk about Marab. Let Sean talk. You don't need to be chiming in on the talk unless you want the problems as well. It's that simple, bro." Jon Jones fired back at Jan Blachowicz saying that Jon moved to heavyweight to escape a fight with him. In an interview with Fanatics View, Jan said, "Right now I am heavyweight, so it's easy to go to heavyweight. I would like to see him fight against Tom Aspinall and Alex Pereira and me. He escaped to heavyweight because I was in my prime when he left. He knew that if he meet me, he's going to lose. That was his best decision, to go to heavyweight. He promised me this fight, so I hope so someday, maybe not in the gym, somewhere in the backyard." Jon Jones reposted the quote on X. He wrote, "I swear I have a spy in my camp. How else would he have known this? Over here scratching my head." He followed up with reposting this. It says, "Jan thought he was him." Jon wrote, "LOL, that's good." This user wrote, "Is this a real quote?" Jon replied, "That's one thing about this sport. There will always be that next challenger. I could have retired 5 years ago and I would have been running from someone. All the men I beat up will have their stories. All the men I didn't get to beat up will have their stories. It is what it is. It's an honor to be the guy that people talk about. I know a lot of names who's gone ghost over the years." Another user wrote, "Vacate the belt, please." Jon replied, "I would imagine you're a person that probably vacated most of their dreams after graduating high school. Don't project the way you live on me. When I set my mind to achieve something, I usually get it done. Sorry that doesn't align with your schedule." Another user wrote, "Cooked him." Jon replied, "Bro, none of my competitors have ever been able to play that talking game with me. Name the press conference, name the interview, especially face to face. Your boy Bones is always ready to come back with some slick Jon ended it off with this. He wrote, "Perfect example. Here today, gone tomorrow. Legendary Polish power now non-existent." Jan fired back saying, "I didn't need to put any spies on your team. I could smell your fear even across the ocean." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from David Watts. It says, "Bilal versus Colby is a dream matchup for the UFC. They'll do anything to stop Bilal from becoming champion." The second one's from Peter Griffin. It says, "And after Bilal beat Colby, he will have to fight Ian Gary to get a title shot next. Poor Bilal." And the final one says, "Matt Brown is 100% justified to be upset that the UFC didn't give him a retirement fight on the UFC 300 card. Dana should have made that happen for him." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.